Peeps, we are back at Cedar Point during their annual HalloWeekends Fall Festival of Fun events. Obviously, right now, here during the day, but obviously throughout the video, you will see stuff from nighttime, stuff from daytime, that kind of thing. But mostly, what you're going to see in this video is food. Cedar Point has Flavors of HalloWeekends all season, specialty food dishes that are only available during this time of year. And we're here to try some of them and share our thoughts with you guys. We came in with an appetite. There's a little rumbly in my tumbly. I don't know the quote. You know what I'm going for. I'm hungry. Let's go get a bite to eat. As we make our way towards the first place where we're going to grab a bite to eat, I want to tell you guys that if you haven't yet seen our opening night coverage of HalloWeekends, we had a blast. We saw Annabelle. We did the Conjuring, we did all the stuff, shared our experience with you. I'm going to link that at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around. Click that link if you haven't yet. This is cute. The Ocean Motion has changed to the Ocean Potion for HalloWeekends. Over here at French Quarter Confections, these are the Flavors of HalloWeekends featured at this location. Caramel apple fudge, pumpkin pie fudge, and s'mores hand pies. Look at that. Here at Hugo's Italian Kitchen, there are 3 dishes available for Flavors of HalloWeekends. A s'mores cookie, the Devil's Night pasta, which looks kind of spicy. Look at that little pepper there. And the caramel peanut cluster parfait. They also have these blood bags here that are available throughout the park, so you don't have to get them here. But there are 3 different types of blood bags: a transfusion, zombie juice, and alien blood, where I'll try the zombie juice here in a minute. And some spirit-free options: the Pixie Potion, Purple People Eater, and Vampire's Kiss. There they are. First up, gonna go ahead and try the Devil's Pasta. Not entirely sure what's in it. It just says it's a spicy pasta. Looks like just kind of like twisty noodles, some spicy type sauce, some cheese sprinkled throughout it. I was warned it was spicy when I ordered it. So, let's see. Okay, so it is a little spicy. It has a little bit of a lingering kick. So at first, you're gonna taste, honestly, it just tastes like pasta with like marinara, a little bit of sprinkled Parmesan. But the aftertaste has spice, and it's like a lingering spice a little bit. It's actually pretty tasty if you like spicy things. There's not much to it. Honestly, probably could have benefited with a little bit of ground beef or something in it, or some type of meat. But I guess it's probably vegetarian. I don't want to don't order it if you are, because I don't know. They'll probably have it on their website, or they'll tell you in the park. But just a nice little bit of pasta. I mean, it is not a small serving at all. They like 2 giant scoops in this bowl, but not too bad. A little bit of spice, nothing wrong with it. Now that we've got a little bit of spice, we're gonna try a little bit of sweet with the caramel peanut cluster parfait. It looks really tasty. It looks like it's got peanuts in it on the top. It's got caramel. It's got, the multi-layers, a little bit of whipped cream on top, all sorts of yummy goodness. This dessert, I'm gonna try to get a nice big scoop, get a little bit of every layer in here. So this is delicious. If you like Reese's peanut butter cups, this type of thing is your kind of jam. It's almost like a crunchy Reese's peanut butter cup, the cups that have like the little bits of peanuts in them. It's got chocolate, it's got caramel, which I know Reese's don't, but this one does. But it's got peanut butter. It's a really tasty chocolate and peanut butter dessert. They say that's perfect, right? Chocolate and peanut butter, you can't go wrong. I agree. And last, and hopefully not least, I don't know, is the s'mores cookie. The s'mores cookie is like it sounds. It's a chocolate chip cookie, it looks like, but with s'mores, like more chocolate and marshmallow inside of it. It's served, they have like pre-packaged versions as well as like ones that are sitting under the heat lamp. This is one of the ones that was sitting under the heat lamp going in. So you can see in the cookie that the marshmallow filling is really concentrated here in the middle. So you have to get like more than one bite to really get a sense of like the whole s'mores experience. But it's funny, look at the bottom of the cookie. I'm gonna give you a little half-bitten cookie view. You can literally see the little square of marshmallow. So you can see I barely got in even the first bite. So we're gonna have to take a second bite. Darn. So marshmallow flavor, still pretty light, even in the middle, but it's honestly a really tasty cookie. I like a soft chocolate chip cookie. I'm a chocolate chip cookie like connoisseur, or that's probably not, I'm not an expert. I'm just a lover. I'm an appreciator of a good chocolate chip cookie. This is a good chocolate chip cookie. As far as a s'mores cookie, you know, not 100% like super s'moresy, but then again, I'm not a big s'mores guy. I like chocolate chip cookies. This is a good one. Over here at Cedar Point Legendary Fries, they have the buffalo blue cheese fresh cut fries. Fries, red hot, ranch dressing, blue cheese dressing, blue cheese crumbles, all sorts of stuff. You also get a candy bar on a stick, which looks Snicker-ish in nature, which would make sense because Snickers is one of the sponsors of this year's HalloWeekends. Bar 1840, in addition to being able to get Angry Orchard hard cider, you can also get specialty blood bags and spear-free blood bags like we just showed you, as well as the Hollow Ale, a limited edition collaboration with Market Garden Brewing, which is a pumpkin spice ale. And there are specialty drinks here, a creamsicle margarita and a poison apple drink, which contains rum, green apple syrup with mint, sugar, and lime. We're gonna try the zombie juice, which is one of the blood bag bags. It's an oozing undead libation of vodka, Granny Smith apple syrup, and lemonade. Harvest date 10/31, donor unknown. Now this is an alcoholic beverage, 21 and up only. I'm gonna try this zombie juice. Like I said, it's vodka, Granny Smith apple syrup, and lemonade. I have no idea how to drink it. So I just... Not how it works. I had to ask. So it has this little thing here, and you have to like unclip it, and then it just like, oh shoot. It shoots out. Woo! That is sour. The Granny Smith apple syrup and lemonade, it's sour. I mean, it's not bad. It's good. It's exactly what it advertises. It will turn you into a zombie, but it's tasty. As a reminder, HalloWeekends is not just for adults. They also have kid-friendly stuff during the day. You've got the trick-or-treat trail here, and you also have like games. You've got the Witch Pitch, Dracula's Coffin Toss, a Witch's Brew. Just fun games for kids. It looks like they're tokens, so I guess you can purchase some tokens, come in, have your kids play a game, win a Care Bear, you know, that kind of thing. Oh yeah! Heading into the Bone Walk to check out our next Flavors of HalloWeekends. The Cedar Point Grand Pavilion has a number of dishes as well, including a lobster bisque, ectoplasm wings, sweet and sinful nachos, a caramel apple pie parfait, and a s'more stuffed cookie, which we already tried. But let's try some of these other dishes. There's also a ton of regular food available here at the Grand Pavilion, including rotisserie steak. There looks like there's some roasted chicken options, shrimp, and more. And if you want to try that food and some specialty Halloween beverages, you come upstairs. So you can see there's an appetizer platter, breaded cheese curds. They have the ectoplasm wings up here as well. And not there, but over here, there's a whole cocktail menu. And there are specialty beverages including the Toxic Waste, Dracula's Elixir, Bubble Guts, which is spirit-free, Pumpkin Spice Iced Latte, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Since the Dracula's Elixir is actually a draft cocktail, they let me have a little sample of it. So the Dracula's Elixir is a draft cocktail featuring vodka, lime juice, cherry syrup, and pink lemonade. It's normally rimmed with a blood red drizzle, but not in our little sample glass. But let's give it a shot. I didn't think I was going to like that, because usually stuff with like cherry syrup tastes like Robitussin, like cough syrup to me. This doesn't, and I think it's because it's also got the lime and the pink lemonade. It's actually got a really nice flavor. I don't know that I would enjoy like a full glass of it, but something like this, maybe with the rim, the blood red rim, and ice in it, I think it'd actually be pretty good, especially on like a warmer day. Next up, I'm going to try the Hollow Ale. It is, like I said, a pumpkin spice ale made in partnership with Market Garden Brewing. When sweater weather returns, HalloWeekends is unearthed for another season of freaky nighttime fights. Hollow Ale rises from the grave. So it's delicious pumpkin, cinnamon, vanilla beans, and brown sugar. And here in the Grand Pavilion, they actually served it with a cinnamon sugar rim, which is like, this just screams fall to me. So not only does this scream fall season in description, it screams fall flavor in taste also. I mean, the pumpkin, the vanilla, the cinnamon, you taste all of it, and that cinnamon sugar rim is just the perfect complement. So, I mean, I recommend getting it here because you get the rim versus getting it in the park where you just get a can. Like, that cinnamon sugar rim is so tasty and really adds a lot of flavor to the beverage. Next up is the Blood Orange Margarita, which is a spooky tequila margarita shaken with blood orange syrup, orange juice, lime, and Sprite. So let's give this a little taste. This is delicious. If you are a margarita fan, this is delicious. I like my margaritas with a little bit like more orange to them, so like Cointreau or like this orange syrup. I like this a lot. So far, winner. This is good. The sweet and sinful nachos contain fresh tortilla chips tossed in cinnamon sugar, topped with candied bacon bits, strawberry pico, a raspberry plate scraper, and topped with whipped cream. As if we haven't had enough sweetness today, we're gonna try the sweet and sinful nachos. They're what I already described is what's on them, and you know the cinnamon chips actually look really good. I'm gonna get a little bit of all the topping. I'm not a big raspberry guy, but I wanted to try it. Okay, so I got a little bit of everything, I think. Oh yeah, there's candied bacon on here. I need to make sure to get some of that bacon. I really don't like those. Admittedly, the chips are very good. The cinnamon sugar chips. I think it's the raspberry sauce, but I don't think it's the raspberry that I don't like. I think there's something about the mixture. I think there's some type of like herbs in it, and it's a weird combination of flavors that I'm not digging. I'm gonna try one more. The flavor combination just isn't working for me on this dish. That's okay though. There's plenty of other stuff to try. Got some ectoplasm wings to try. The ectoplasm wings are crispy wings tossed in a sweet heat grape Thai chili glaze, finished with a silky peanut butter drizzle for a hauntingly bold flavor. That's what they say. Now, they are definitely like, you can see on the chili glaze, I don't know if it'll focus, but I mean, it's like a purple glaze. It's got that peanut butter drizzle everywhere. So I guess they're basically peanut butter and jelly wings. It just occurred to me after talking for 45 seconds. These are peanut butter and jelly wings. I don't know what that has to do with ectoplasm, but let's give it a shot. These are nice and crunchy wings. I will say I don't love the sauce necessarily, but it's also not bad. It's sweet. You know, it's a Thai chili, so I expected maybe a little bit of heat, but there's really not any heat to them. I need a second bite. Okay, I figured it out. I like the grape Thai chili glaze. I don't love the peanut butter drizzle. And I know that's the point of it, peanut butter and jelly, right? But I do not love the peanut butter drizzle. But everything else on this dish is actually really good. And I would love to try these wings like with other sauces, and maybe they have them here more frequently, I don't know. Okay, so looking at the menu, I don't see the wings without, you know, this option. Maybe, like I said, maybe they have them, you know, not when it's, I just got like grape glaze on my hand. Maybe they have them in another setting with different sauce on it. The wings themselves, really, really good. I would actually really like this more without the peanut butter drizzle. And I'm a peanut butter guy. You saw earlier in the video, that whole like caramel peanut butter thing. I liked. Just on this wings with this flavor combination, not my favorite. But outside of that, this is good. There is so much stuff to do on the Bone Walk for families. So keep in mind, if you come to HalloWeekends, like I said earlier, it's not all about the scares and the haunted houses and the scare zones and adult fun. There's so much stuff to do for families. The Bone Walk has, I mean, Joe Cool, Dodgem School right here. Tons of family-friendly rides, great family-friendly decorations, and if you are an adult, they've got the Bone Walk Bar. It looks like the Bone Walk Bar actually has shows at night, but they also have specialty cocktails, including the Mystic Moonlight, Nightmare on Orange Street, Strawberry Scream, and a Zombie Brew, spirit-free cocktails, and of course the blood bag options, and beer and other beverages. Ooh, and popcorn. They also have Pokemon. Whoa, look at the beverages. They're like swirling and sparkly. That's pretty cool. I got the Strawberry Scream which is strawberry with vodka and dry ice. You can see it bubbling and looking really cool. Okay, you know what? You know, all the different flavors are just kind of like, I was like, oh, let me just pick one. So I tried strawberry. I normally don't do strawberry. I would have gone orange, but figured I'd try, mix it up for you guys. It tastes like Kool-Aid. It tastes like alcoholic Kool-Aid that's like bubbling and cool. I dig this. Warning, nightmares ahead. It must be referring to my stomach after this video. Even though Backbeat Barbecue does not have a sign outside, they actually do have a special HalloWeekends flavor, which is a candy apple glaze pulled pork. The candy apple pulled pork sounded too good to pass up, so I'm going to give it a try. So even though there may not be a Flavors of HalloWeekends sign out front, at least in this situation, they had it. So always worth checking inside. There's actually two things. We'll get to the second one here in a second. So here's your close-up look at the pork. Probably doesn't look that good, you know, like in that format. But I actually really like the food at Backbeat Barbecue. It's probably the best food that I've had in the park in the few times that I've been here. So let's see if this holds true to that. That's really good. Wow. I really like that. Now, do I get a bunch of candy apple to it? Not necessarily. I get you know, there's a sweet, you know, there's a sweet flavor to it. Which there is to a lot of pulled pork. You know, it kind of tastes like a sweet barbecue pork. It's really, really tasty though. And put a little barbecue sauce on it, and it's even better. Maybe touch a fry with it and get the whole combination here going. They also had the pumpkin smasher parfait, which kind of looks like a pumpkin pie parfait. Looks like you've got your pumpkin on top, a little bit of graham cracker or something on bottom, whipped cream on top, little candied pumpkin in the middle. You know, candy pumpkin, like not like a real pumpkin, but this actually looks really good, and it is really good. This is a great fall dish. You know, the cinnamon on it, the pumpkin. This tastes like Halloween. If you are a fan of these flavors, like if you don't like pumpkin, don't get it. I don't know why you would. But if you like pumpkin pie specifically, it's really good. More Flavors of HalloWeekends at the Happy Fryer. Here, of course, they have fries, but they have specialty fries. Fresh cut sweet potato fries with marshmallow cream and caramel, and another s'mores cookie. So s'mores cookie, you can obviously get that throughout the park, not just at one location. Look at this. Get your smooch on at the kissing booth. You can get halitosis for $1 or gingivitis for $2. I don't know that I want either one. In Frontier Town, near Maverick, at Miss Keats Smokehouse, they actually have some more Flavors of HalloWeekends. They have a dirt parfait and a crispy peanut butter bar. Oh no! So as I make my way around Frontier Town and in front of the Frontier Inn, I took a peek in because, like I said, not every place will have their HalloWeekends menu like posted on the wall. They did not have any HalloWeekends dishes except the s'mores cookie. So I think that s'mores cookie is pretty much widely available throughout the park, including here at the Frontier Inn, even if there's not other HalloWeekends dishes available in that location. Here at the Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill, there is actually, again, not advertising out here, but there is actually a dish for HalloWeekends. It's the witch's bones. I did ask what they were. I was just told they're drumsticks. Succulent drumsticks is how it was described to me. The food here looks really good. Not going to get anything from here today, but we'll try it in the future, so make sure you stick around to see if we like the farmhouse. So here's something to be aware of. The Conjuring Beyond Fear does only open in the evenings, obviously, but apparently so does Mullen's Workshop Bar and the Archive of Artifacts, which is just the gift store. And there's an Annabelle in there too. But just be aware, these items only open during HalloWeekends hours at night. Here are some of the specialty cocktails they have at the bar. Mullen's Workshop Bar, Valix Vice, Missing Annabelle, The Nuns Have It, the Crooked Man Smash, and Bathsheba's Bevy. And they're mostly available as mocktails as well. I love it. Missing Annabelle. How cool is that? We're going to try one of these. Let's try one of these. Okay, so here in front of the Conjuring Beyond Fear, we're going to brave the Valak's Vice, which is a black margarita. Contains tequila, Cointreau, sweet and sour. It's a black sugar rim. So it's dark and creepy, but it's a margarita. Let's see. You know what? That's a solid margarita. And I like sugar on the rim of my margaritas more than I like salt. And it comes in a Conjuring Universe cup. It's plastic. Still, it's a nice little keepsake. And look at the napkin that came with my margarita. If you know what this is, you know this is cool. Cool little Modelo truck has a bunch of canned beer here, including that Hollow Ale. You have some other like cider type stuff and, like canned cocktails. They also have Dracula's Elixir, a poison apple, and toxic waste beverage here. And of course, the blood bags. And Modelo on draft, duh. Came into Coaster's Diner just to see if they had something, and they do have specialty flavors of HalloWeekends, including a caramel apple milkshake. Let's give this a shot. That's a really good milkshake. Like, again, I've said this a few times in this video, tastes like fall. Also got the zombie burger. I did ask what was on it, and I couldn't really get a clear answer. It looks like 2 thin patties. I think they said some type of fried cheese ball is on it as well, and maybe some type of aioli or dressing. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna take a bite and we'll find out. Okay, after taking a bite, whoa, the lights just turned on. After taking a bite of the zombie burger, I think these are like fried jalapeno poppers on top of the burger. So, a little bit of a kick. The burger itself is not bad. It's just like a nice thin patty, just your standard Dean Park burger. It's got, I'm gonna assume pepper jack kind of cheese. And like I said, there's a little drizzle on it, and those jalapeno poppers, pretty decent flavor. Also, the fries here are different than any other fries I've had in the park. They're like a thinner fry here, which is my jam. So probably the best fries I've had in the park. A little bit of a correction to what I just said. The caramel apple milkshake is actually the milkshake of the week. I don't know for how many weeks, or if it's really HalloWeekends related. So if you're here and they don't have it, sorry, it was actually really good. So now that I've walked through the park, I've tried a bunch of the flavors of HalloWeekends, I think I can rank my top 3 dishes. Let's go in reverse order. At number 3, I'm gonna go with the s'mores cookie. S'mores cookie, like I said, the marshmallow was light, at least in the cookie that I got, but it is a great chocolate chip cookie. Really liked that one. At number 2, I'm actually gonna go with the caramel peanut butter cluster that we got at the beginning of this video. That was delicious. Again, like it's almost like a Reese's peanut butter cup parfait. And at number 1 is the candy apple pulled pork from Backbeat Barbecue. That was absolutely delicious. Came with fries, cornbread. Backbeat Barbecue, definitely my favorite food in the park, and that gets number 1. All right, peeps, I hope you enjoyed this look at our favorite and least favorite dishes of Cedar Point HalloWeekends. Some really good stuff this year. Well, I don't know, maybe every year. This is our first year, but some good stuff for us. Glad we tried it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up on this video. It really helps us out. Also, hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you know when we release more content. We will, of course, be back here throughout spooky season, and there's a ton of other spooky stuff coming. So you're going to want to check that out. And here's something new. There's a new hype feature on YouTube, especially if you watch it on your mobile device. Hype this video up. I don't know what it does, but I'm curious. So the more hype you can give us, it seems like it's a good thing. Can't hurt, right? So hype us up. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.